To the new Madam Secretary. New Madam Secretary, will you please call the roll?
Senator Funky Fromeyer.
Present.
Senator Howell. Here. Senator Webb. Representative Herron. Representative Petrie.
Here.
Representative Thomas.
Present.
Co-Chair Frazier Gordon.
Yes, ma'am.
Co-Chair Girdler.
Here. Aye. Yes, ma'am. Whatever. I guess I've already called the meeting to order, ain't I? We do have enough for a quorum, and I think Senator Webb's on her way, so we may even have enough for a fight. If I can get a motion for the minutes. Motion, go second. Anybody disagree? Motion carries. We got some information items, and Miss Catherine's going to share those with us.
Pursuant to KRS 45.812.1 through their fiscal agents, 6 school districts, none of which needed tax levy to pay debt service, reported debt issues to finance new projects. The school districts were Davis County, Greenup County, Madison County, Mason County, Russell County, and Wayne County. Pursuant to KRS 45A182, UK reported its intent to use a construction manager, general contractor, project delivery method for its Construct Agriculture Research Facility 1 project. Pursuant to KRS 48.111.6A, the Division of Real Properties reported a pending CHFS lease invitation for 9,253 square feet of office space with 63 reserved parking spaces in Mayfield. The space will replace the temporary post-tornado facility from which CHFS is currently operating. Pursuant to KRS 164A602, UK reported a $1.2 million emergency replacement of the roof system at the south tower of Kroger Field due to sustained high winds of over 75 miles per hour on March 3rd, 2023. The new roof system will have a 20-year warranty and be funded from insurance proceeds. Pursuant to House Bill 1, UK reported the status of its assumed 46 leases, 8 of which will be terminated, as well as Keenstar's $232 million in debt outstanding and $5.123 million in interest rate swap agreements as of June 30th, 2023, and UK has no reason to assume that this will affect their credit rating. UK reported 2 project authorization consolidations. The combined new projects are cancer ambulatory facility parking and facilities renewal and modernization.
All right. Thank you, Catherine. Billy Harden, you here? Oh, yeah. Come and introduce yourself, and we'll try to accommodate your request.
Good afternoon. Thank you, Co-Chair Girdler and Co-Chair Gordon, for allowing us to be here to present a lease modification to you. Jefferson Community and Technical College has leased a building at 200 West Broadway in Louisville since 2000, and in February of 2023, we were notified that the building was going to be sold. And we have we requested special consideration from the Finance Cabinet due to the central location of the building and its vital role that it plays. And we renegotiated the bid without the determination allowed KCTCS to negotiate the existing lease and accept the new lease amount without re-advertising the space need. The new owners are agreeable to continuing the lease at a fixed 7-year base rent of $21.78 per square foot. The current rate is $17.38. Hometown Scholars has told Jefferson that it plans to invest $30 million to add affordable student housing, as well as student success coaches and other services for students in the building. KCTCS supports the development proposed by the new owners and believes it is in our best interest to agree to the increase.
Have any questions of Ms. Hart? If not, I'd like to entertain a motion.
Second.
The first, Senator Howell, second, co-chair. Madam Secretary, will you please call the roll?
Senator Funky Fromeyer. Aye. Senator Howell.
Aye.
Senator Webb. Representative Herron. Representative Petrie.
Yes.
Representative Thomas.
Aye.
Co-chair Gordon.
Yes.
Co-chair Girdler.
Aye. Thank you.
Thank you.
We appreciate it. All right. This is not a roll, right?
Not a roll.
We're gonna, yes, you. But I was gonna call you up because of the trouble you was in, not for,
Well, can we do this first and then
yeah, we'll
address
get
the
this over
trouble?
with. Elizabeth, go ahead.
We're requesting the committee's approval for a lease for UK Healthcare's King's Daughters Primary Care Clinic in Flatwoods, Greenup County, Kentucky. It is for 5,772 square feet at a cost of $17.78 per square feet, with an annual cost of $102,626.16.
All right. Do we have any questions? I know why she give the motion. We got a first by, motion by Senator Webb, second by Senator Howell. Madam Secretary, please call the roll.
Senator Funky Fromeyer. Yes. Senator Howell.
Aye.
Senator Webb. Representative Herron. Representative Petrie.
Yes.
Representative Thomas.
Aye.
Co-chair Fraser Gordon.
Yes.
Co-chair Girdler.
Yes. I'll send a note home to your parents and then they can call me. Yeah. Robin's got it? Huh? She's got you on speed dial. Oh. All right. We're going to hear from Kevin. And we've got 3 of these. If I could get a motion to roll them. Got a first and a second. Do you get those? We're going to let you do it fast.
Yes, sir. We'll proceed. Good afternoon. My name is Kevin Cardwell, Deputy State Budget Director. In accordance with the provisions of KRS 45750 to 45800, I've got 11 different projects today, 3 of which are going to be I include a new project and 2 increases. These are the ones I think you just rolled together. And then I've got an emergency repair and 7 pool projects. So I'll start with a new project. The first one is for the Kentucky State University. This is for a fiber infrastructure project. The amount is $2,888,000, funded with federal funds from the Higher Education Emergency Relief Fund. Project's been approved by the Board of Regents, the Council on Post-Secondary Education Finance Committee, and then was finally approved by the full council on September the 19th. This fiber infrastructure upgrade will include installation of single-mode fiber on campus with redundant connection hubs, which will enhance KSU's network connection, ensuring greater reliability, security, and speed. I'll proceed to the next one unless there's any questions about that one.
Any questions? Proceed on.
All right, next one is an appropriation increase, federal funds again for this one. This is related to Veterans Affairs, and it's for the expansion of the lawn crypts at the Kentucky Veterans Cemetery West. The amount of the increase is $696,000. As I mentioned, it is federal funds. The project was originally authorized as a line item project in the 22-24 House Bill 1 Appropriations Act for $2.6 million from the U.S. and was funded from the U.S. Department of Veterans Affairs. Increase is going to bring this project up to $3,296,000. It's necessary to cover the higher than estimated project bids due to inflationary cost increases.
Go ahead.
Next one is also an increase. This one is related to military affairs. It's for the construction of the Joint Forces Headquarters. It was originally approved for $17,623,440 with $17,406,100 federal funds and state funds of $217,340. This amendment's an increase of $636,560, $343,900 of which is federal funds and $292,660 restricted. Brings the grand total of the project up to $18,260,000. Again, with the total of $17,750,000 federal, $510,000 in restricted funds. This increase is also due to higher than expected initial bid, acceptance of alternates at bid, and change orders during the construction. Just a reminder, this is for the National Guard Readiness Center, and it's going to be about a 63,726 square foot facility.
Any questions? All right, we have no questions. Can I entertain a motion to put these three together? Representative Thomas, second by Senator Howe. Madam Secretary, please call the roll.
Senator Funky Fromeyer. Senator Howell.
Aye.
Senator Webb. Representative Herron. Representative Petrie.
Yes.
Representative Thomas.
Aye.
Co-Chair Fraser Gordon.
Yes.
Co-Chair Girdler.
Yes. All right. These don't need any motions or any approval, but you need to report on them.
Yes, sir. I will proceed.
Thank you.
So, first report item today is emergency repair, maintenance or replacement project. This is with the Tourism, Arts and Heritage. It's at the Horse Park. It's the Rolex Stadium roof damage repair. Project is the amount of $3,195,000, and it will be funded from insurance proceeds. The Rolex Stadium suffered roof damage during the weather events in March of 2023. They had initially thought they would only have to do a partial replacement. However, upon further investigations, determined that a full roof replacement will be required due to structural issues. These are pool projects that I'm getting ready to move into now in excess of $1 million. Justice and Public Safety Cabinet, Department of Corrections, Blackburn Correctional Complex. Selected low slope roof replacements. This project is in the amount of $3,266,000 for the Blackburn Correctional Complex roof replacement project, and it's going to be funded with funds from the 2022-2024 maintenance pool. The next one is also a low slope roof replacement. This is for the North Point Training Center within the Department of Corrections. This project is $3,247,000, funded again with 2022-2024 maintenance pool to replace that roof located in Perryville, Kentucky. Next one, also Department of Corrections. This is the Western Kentucky Correctional Complex operational building HVAC replacement or repair and replacement. This project is $2,366,000 for the building HVAC repair replacement. It's funded with $20,000 bond funds from the 2020-2022 maintenance pool, and the remaining from the 2022-24 maintenance pool to replace the existing HVAC systems and associated infrastructure within the operation building there at the Western Kentucky Correctional Complex. Next one is with the Kentucky Community and Technical College system, renovation of the academic building at Hopkinsville Community College. Project totals $14.9 million, funded with $12,957,040 in bond funds and $1,942,960 in restricted funds, which satisfies the 15% match requirement. This is going to renovate the academic building, including flooring, windows, restrooms, and HVAC upgrades. Also staying within the Kentucky Community and Technical College system, replacement of the Hartford Building Phase 1 at the Jefferson Community and Technical College. Project total $25 million, funded with $21,740,000 bond funds, $3,260,000 restricted funds, which again meets the 15% match requirement. Determined that it would be more cost efficient to replace the Hartford building with 2 low-rise energy efficient buildings than to renovate the existing building. This project is in the first phase of the effort, which will construct a new laboratory building. Project has been approved by the Board of Regents of the Kentucky Community and Technical College system. Another one with Kentucky Community and Technical College is the upgrade life and safety, Owensboro Community Technical College. Project totals $2.4 million, funded with $2,087,040 in bond funds and $312,960 in restricted funds, again meeting the 15% match requirement. This is going to upgrade the fire alarm sprinkler safety systems at all the campuses. Project has been approved by the Board of Regents. Last one today, also Kentucky Community and Technical College, the water infiltration remediation at the Maysville Community and Technical College. Project totals $3.7 million, funded with $3,217,520 in bond funds, $482,480 in restricted funds, satisfying the 15% match. This project's going to repair windows and other related leaks at the Maysville, Mount Sterling, and Rowan campuses. So I would entertain any questions.
As we noted, these don't require any action, but if we got any questions. Representative Petrie.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. I think these will be easy questions, but 3 areas. So going back to emergency repair and maintenance, a replacement project, Rolex Stadium roof. You got $3.195 million from insurance proceeds, and the project is that same amount?
I believe that's correct.
Are there any excess insurance proceeds, or were the insurance proceeds exact on that amount, or were they less than that amount?
Let me defer to Nicole Rivera if she is, I don't know if she was present or if she's online today.
Cole, you out there in La La Land?
I have she was supposed to be virtual.
I am here. That is the exact amount that is needed.
So the insurance proceeds from the event total exactly what the project cost is?
Yes, we will have to pay that amount and we will be reimbursed by the insurance company.
Gotcha. Thank you. Second one, this is just because I don't know, is on the next one down, justice regarding, I can't remember which one it is.
Is it the Blackburn?
Yeah, I think so. I'm having a hard time finding it real quick, but it mentions, and you mentioned there was like $15 million of bonding left over from 2022 together with new bonding from 22-24. It's the last full paragraph. Well, no, you won't have the same pages. You recall that when we do a span of 2020 to 2022, both budget cycles being involved on the funding? And it is, well, let's see. Yep. It's HVAC, operations building at WKCC. And I think you had even mentioned that there's a certain portion coming from 2020 and a certain portion coming from 22. And I'm just wondering how that works.
All right, let me find that just a moment.
Okay. And I could have misheard you.
You're not talking about the Veteran Cemetery project, are you?
No, this is Department of Corrections bond-funded adult correctional institutions maintenance pool 2020 through 2022 for $2.346 billion. Department of Corrections general fund adult correctional maintenance pool 2022 through 24 to replace existing HVAC and associated within the operational building of WKCC.
Yeah.
So again, it's.
Here
it's-
it is. I'm
it's-
sorry.
It's just that I'm not familiar with that, and I want to make sure I understand it
Yeah,
before we move
okay.
past it.
I'm glad these two gentlemen have come forward, and I apologize for having trouble finding it.
Not a
I had too
problem.
many today.
Not a problem.
There we go. Deputy Commissioner Randy White. The main amount of the funding is from this year's general capital funding. The $20,000 that's bonding funding was left over from the original study from the 2020-2022 era. So we're using what was left over from the money that was allocated from the study for the original project.
Okay, so just repurposing
Yes,
something
sir.
that was left over.
That's correct.
Okay, so that's all I needed to know. And then the third one, if I may.
Go ahead.
Just nomenclature more than anything else. I've got a note on the last set you've got with the CTCs for the most part. And they say CP approval, budget request, budget request, budget request is the way we've got them designated. But the last one relative to water infiltration at the Baysville CTC is referenced as a by delegation after KCTCS approval. Just trying to figure out what the difference is between those. I assume there's a little difference in the approval process for those individual projects. Just trying to understand it, that's all.
Mr. K. Spears gonna
There we go. Got
join
it.
me
Got
to
it.
elaborate on that. Thank you.
Oh, sorry. I'm Andy Casebeer. I'm the Assistant Vice President for Facilities at KCTCS. It's a matter of timing. We had to submit this for your review prior to our Board of Regents meeting, which was last Thursday and Friday, and on Friday, they approved it. So we were doing it contingent on that. So we have their approval now.
I figured it was something
Yes, sir.
similar
And
to that.
it's asset preservation funding.
Yep, that's
So it's
exactly
a matter
what
of
I needed to know.
reporting to you.
Yep, very good. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Thank you. Any other questions? You did good.
Thank you.
All right. We're gonna have Finance Administration Cabinet. Are they out there or in here? I'm assuming Nadley,
Yes, yes, sir.
you're
I'm
out
here.
there.
I am.
You may proceed.
Thank you very much and good afternoon. Again, my name is Natalie Bronner and I'm the Director of the Division of Real Properties. The only item I am presenting today is a lease modification for PR 4232, which is a lease for the Department of Juvenile Justice in Franklin County. Per KRS 56813, this lease is being modified to increase lease space by 6,789 square feet for a new total of 24,521 square feet at the same terms and conditions of the existing lease. At the same rental rate of $9.41 per square foot, this results in an annual increase of $63,884.48 for a new total of $231,213.12. This modification is being presented to the committee pursuant to KRS 56-82311 since the annual cost of the modification exceeds $50,000. May I answer any questions?
Anybody got any questions? Well, if we had any, I'd let you answer them, but we don't. So I'll entertain a motion. All right, get a motion from Senator Howell. Second from Representative Thomas, Chair Thomas. Madam Secretary, please call the roll.
Senator Funky Fromeyer. Yes. Senator Howell.
Yes.
Senator Webb. Representative Herron. Representative Petrie.
Yes?
Representative Thomas.
Aye.
Co-Chair Fraser Gordon. Yes. Co-Chair Girdler.
Aye. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Now we're gonna get the Office of Financial Management. And I'm assuming remotely? Sandy, you out there, Sandy?
Yes, sir. Good afternoon.
All right, let me roll these together and then I'll let you start. If I can get a motion, got a motion, got a second. If no one opposes, we're gonna roll them together. You may proceed, Sandy.
Thank you, Co-Chair Girdler and members of the committee. I'm Sandy Williams, Executive Director with the Kentucky Infrastructure Authority. Pursuant to KRS 224A-100, the authority will present 3 loans and 19 grants for the committee's review. First up is our Fund B Infrastructure Revolving Fund. The City of Benton's Fund B loan in the amount of $4 million is for their Simsonia Road water main replacement project. This project consists of the replacement of approximately 39,000 linear feet of existing asbestos cement water main along Simsonia Road in Marshall County. The original line was installed in 1962 and is experiencing low pressures and numerous line breaks. This project will reduce water loss in the system. This will be a 20-year loan with a 2.25% interest rate, and the loan was approved at the September 7th KIA board meeting. The City of Bardstown's Fund B loan in the amount of $5,148,000 is for their East Bardstown water transmission main and booster pump station. The project will include the construction of a booster pump station with a 2 million gallon per day pumping capacity and approximately 9,800 linear feet of 16-inch transmission main that will serve the Nelson County Industrial Park and provide capacity for future growth. This will be a 20-year loan with a 2.25% interest rate, and this loan was also approved at the September 7th KIA board meeting. Moving to on the drinking water side, our drinking water state revolving fund, the City of Paris is seeking a loan increase of $500,000 for the water system improvements project. The original loan was approved in July 2022. The increase is due to a revised cost estimate and the anticipation of higher bids than originally budgeted as a result of inflation. The increase will bring the total loan amount to $3,775,000. The original terms and conditions will remain the same. It remains a 20-year loan with a 1% interest rate, and the increase was approved at the September 7th KIA board meeting. Do I proceed with the grants or wait?
Yes, please. Well, let me ask this. Anybody got any questions on those? No questions. Proceed with the grant.
Thank you, sir. So we have 19 Cleaner Water Program grant funded projects for the committee's review. 10 of these projects are reallocations from previously presented projects from the county allocation pool, and 9 are increases due to existing projects. 4 projects are sewer related, 15 projects are water related, and Co-Chair Girdler, one of the projects I believe is in your district. Senator Funky Fromeyer, I believe you have one, but the big winner today is Representative Petrie. He has 6 projects, I believe, so I'd be happy to answer any questions.
I have a question. I got a question. Is if I was chairman of the A&R, would I have 6 of mine?
That's right. Well, I believe that's above my pay grade.
All right. He ain't got any questions on this, and I don't understand that. Do you, Sam? Huh? Thank you. We've rolled all these together, and I expect a motion from the Petrie side.
I'll make a motion on that, Mr. Chairman.
All right, he'll make a motion. We got a second on with Senator Howell. Madam Secretary, please call the roll.
Senator Funky Fromeyer.
Aye. Bracken County constituents, thank you. Aye.
Senator Howell.
Aye.
Senator Webb. Representative Herron. Representative Petrie.
Yes.
Representative Thomas.
Aye.
Co-Chair Frazier Gordon.
Yes.
Co-Chair Girdler.
Double aye. Thank you. You did good, Sandy.
Thank you, sir. Have a good day.
Now we're going to have double K coming up. Where's the other K?
Single K today, sorry.
That's all right.
I do have others with me if we have hard questions.
Is her first name a K?
No,
All right.
it's not, but I welcome her to join me. Sorry about that.
You come
Hi.
and join.
Thank you. Thank you. Good afternoon. I'm Kylie Palmer, Director of Program Administration at the Cabinet for Economic Development.
And I'm Sarah Butler, Deputy Commissioner for the Department for Financial Services at the Cabinet for Economic Development. Thank you for having us today.
Hold on.
Okay.
I got off track when you didn't bring your other K with
I
you.
know,
So,
right?
but that's all right, Sarah.
Thank you.
My wife's name's Sarah, so I won't forget
Okay,
that.
good.
We need to roll these. Got a motion to roll, got a second? You get those? If nobody objects, we're gonna roll these together. All approved, so.
Okay.
Now, you may proceed.
Perfect, thank you. So we have 2 to present today, bringing our grand total up to 37 projects approved through the round 1 of the KPDI project. As you may recall, there was 54 recommended, and we are still working through due diligence and application processes. So hope to have more to you next month. First, we have the City of Cynthiana on behalf of the Cynthiana Harrison County Economic Development Authority was approved by KEDFA for a $450,000 KPDI EDF grant project for infrastructure extensions and improvements to assist in the development of a business park located in Harrison County on Seabiscuit Way. Matching funds are provided through a bank loan and a nonprofit contribution as well as utility credit, with the total potential investment of this project $2,366,000. Our next project is Graves County Fiscal Court on behalf of the Graves County Economic Development. Was approved for a project with a potential investment of $6.7 million. This project will assist in the development and construction of a spec building in the Hickory Industrial Park in Graves County. Matching funds are provided through a local ED fund as well as a developer investment. This project was approved by KEDFA for an $890,670 KPDI EDF grant. Both projects were identified by the Independent Site Selection Group to have a potential for future investments to bring a location for an economic development project. Both projects were recommended by Secretary Knoll, and we do have a concurrence letter signed by Secretary Johnson. They were approved at the KEDFA meeting on August 31st and presented and approved at State Property and Building Commission on September 21st.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We got any questions? No questions? Got a motion? Got a second? Madam Secretary, please call the roll.
Senator Funky Fromeyer. Yes. Senator Howell.
Aye.
Senator Webb. Representative Herron. Representative Petrie.
Yes.
Representative Thomas.
Aye.
Co-Chair Fraser Gordon.
Yes.
Co-Chair Girdler.
Yes. Thank you. And
Thank
Sarah,
you all.
you come back anytime
I
you
would
want
love to. Thank you.
Thank you. Ryan. Before you get started, we're going to roll these together if I can get a motion. Got a motion, Senator Webb? Second for Senator Howell. Any objections? No objections. You may proceed.
Thank you. Have quite a few items today, mostly multifamily through Kentucky Housing Corp. So just a couple of global comments. There's no extension of corporation or Commonwealth credit. Debt service is paid by the developer, but there is state-private activity allocation that goes to allow these to be tax-exempt financed. The first is for Lee's Lane, 312 units in Louisville, Kentucky. Estimated sale is really just the winner of 23 with net proceeds of $40.5 million. Total project cost just above $84 million. There's information about all these transactions about the developer and the financing team. The second one for approval is the Winterwoods Portfolio 3. This is 6 multifamily units consisting in aggregate of 221 total units scattered throughout the Commonwealth and at the location that's in your Exhibit A. The various addresses, are included there. Anticipated sale October 31st with net proceeds $13.5 million for a total project cost of almost $39 million. The third is the Path Off Cane Runs, 228 units located in Jefferson County, Kentucky. Anticipated sale 31st of October as well. $20 million in net proceeds with the project cost roughly estimated at $42.5 million.
All right. Any questions on those? All right. Let's entertain a motion to get those.
So moved.
Got a motion from Senator Howell. Representative Thomas. Madam Secretary, please call the roll.
Senator Funky Fromeyer. Yes. Senator Howell.
Aye.
Senator Webb. Representative Herron. Representative Petrie.
Yes.
Representative Thomas.
Aye.
Co-Chair Fraser Gordon.
Yes.
Co-Chair Girdler.
Aye. All right. Now we got More, and we need to roll these, right? Oh, these are non-actions.
Yes, these are follow-up on prior transactions.
All right, thank
Have
you.
5 multifamily, same comments apply, and then University of Moorhead will report on at the end. First multifamily is Richwood Bend, 84 units located in Lexington, Kentucky. The transaction sold April 20th with the net proceeds of $10 million and total project cost roughly $24.7 million. The next one is Yorktown Senior Housing. This is 100 residential units located in Louisville, Kentucky. The transaction sold or priced October 27th of 22 with net proceeds of $8.5 million, total project cost of $20.5 million. Moving on, Beecher Terrace Phase 4 projects, 210 units located in Louisville, Kentucky. Transaction sold August 11th of 23. Net proceeds roughly $39.3 million. Total project cost is a large transaction, just over $106 million. The next is Shawnee Apartments, 177 units located in Jefferson County, Kentucky. The transaction was sold November 3rd of 22. Net proceeds of $19.37 million. Total project cost of $49.4 approximately million. The last of the multifamily is Churchill Park, 248 units located in Owensboro, Kentucky. Transaction sold November 30th of 22. Net proceeds of $31 million and total project cost of roughly $72 million. And finally, follow-up transaction for Moorhead State University. This was the 2023 Series A transaction. It was the first of many asset preservation transactions that received funding. This was for $5.175 million. Transaction priced $718. We closed it on 8/8, and the final maturity is 9/1 of 43. The all-in TIC, which basically is a time value money for the total interest, is 4.166%. As all university bond transactions, this was a competitive transaction, and KeyBank Capital Markets was the successful bidder.
Got it? Obviously, you don't have any action, so if there's any questions? Any questions? Nope. All right. Thank you, sir. Now we're going to roll 12 of them together. And since you're the only one left in the room, I'm sure you're going to have to stay at the table.
Yes, sir.
Can I get a motion to roll? Got a motion, got a second, co-chair, and then Senator Howe. Any objections? No objections. Ryan, you may proceed on.
Thank you very much. The last item I have for your consideration today is, as previously mentioned, 12 transactions, a little heavier new issuance calendar than normal. In aggregate, the SFCC portion is estimated at about 18.4% of total debt service, just over $9 million in par, with the local being about 81.6%, so north of $40 million, for a total estimated issuance of $49.11 million. As I said, there's 12 transactions. None of them have a tax increase necessary to fund the debt service on the transactions. And we do respectfully request approval.
A motion, Senator Webb. Second. Yeah. Second, Senator Howe. Madam Secretary, please call the roll.
Senator Funky Fromeyer.
Yes.
Senator Howe.
Aye.
Senator Webb. Representative Herron. Representative Petrie.
Yes.
Representative Thomas.
Aye.
Co-Chair Fraser Gordon.
Yes.
Co-Chair Girdler.
Aye.
Thank you.
That's all the business, not unless, Ryan, you got something else you want to talk about?
No, sir. Have a good rest of the day.
Thank you. The next meeting is going to be October the 25th at 3 p.m. Then in November, we're all going to meet at Catherine's house. She's got Thanksgiving planned on Wednesday the 15th. All you have to bring is yourself and your kids. Is that right, Catherine?
October 25th and November 15th.
I do prefer dark gravy, not light.
Yeah, he likes dark gravy. He don't
December
like-
14th.
Yeah, he likes that dark gravy. I like pecan pie if you're taking orders.
Right.
So, and then we got one in December the 14th. So can I get a motion to get out of here?
So moved.
So moved. We got a motion and we are so moving.